Continuing the Learning Journey, Melissa J. and Sandra Collins.
So, welcome to this final chapter of the book.
Yay!
Melissa and I are very excited to be here for many reasons. We never dreamed it would take us 2 years to complete this project, but we also couldn't have possibly anticipated how interesting and challenging and beautiful that journey would be that has brought us here. And one of the things I wanted to talk about was how important it has been for us. And Melissa, I learned a lot from you in this, the willingness to just pause and reflect and wait and listen and revisit. And so many times we have thought we were done a chapter, and then other things kind of flowed into our space through relationships or through something that you were thinking or something that I was thinking. And it's been really lovely to grant ourselves the permission to not be done until we were done. Um, and and that's been really helpful. And one of the things that I'm so grateful for is the collaborators who have been willing to say to us, "Have you considered this?" Or "What if you approached it this way?" Or some other very kind and gentle invitation to rethink how we have positioned something, or to reconsider our language, or whatever. And for me, that's really been a part of what's made this book such an enriching experience for me, but also, I hope, a powerful learning opportunity for others.
Lovely, Sandra. I feel that with you. And when we are called to slow down or reconsider a perspective or think about something in a different way, if that happens in the context of relationship with someone that we have nurtured a trusting relationship with, there's so much generosity in that invitation to pause, in that invitation to reconsider or to lean into discomfort. And so I often love to just kind of remind myself that when someone is courageous enough to offer feedback or to call me in, I'll just speak for myself, to call me in, it's like, wow, that is so generous. It's because they care. They care about our relationship. They want our relationship to continue growing. And I know, Sandra, that's how we've been moving through this book together. It's like that, as you said, like just pausing and being able to move slowly when we needed to, which is so antithetical to the late stage capitalism, which is like everything has to happen now and it's very urgent. And
Mhm.
and so in that, I'm just so grateful for the generosity that you've shared with me, and for everyone who's contributed to this book. It's just been such a joy, and yeah, my heart is so full. So thank you.
So, one of the things that I've held on to as we've been going through this book is the idea of a giant jigsaw puzzle. And by the number of files and audios and videos and all of these different pieces that I have circulating on various screens on my desktop here, it just has been an amazing array of perspectives, of diverse stories, of um, all kinds of different teachings from coming from different places. And I think one of the things that's been really fun about that has been for me, because I like jigsaw puzzles, the putting of that all together into something meaningful. And it's been part of our revisiting over and over, and how the pathways and practices emerged. And I hope that one of the things that has been really useful to you as a reader, as you've got to this point in the book, is being able to move through each of the chapters with a sense of freedom to lean into the things that are most important to you in that moment. So it might be the video that started off the chapter, and then maybe you learn something from the piece of reflection on the literature, but it's the story that somebody told at the end of the chapter, or the audio that someone did about their applied practice experience that will really stand out for you. So um, I'm I'm hoping that we've done a good job of weaving this all together in a meaningful way, and I'm pleased that we've been able to offer you that level of diversity in this resource.
And what has been really beautiful about this journey is that everyone who's contributed has a shared commitment to anti-oppressive, socially just, decolonial ways of knowing, doing, and being. And Sandra, you and I know we ground ourselves continually in what it means to be socially just humans, and what it means and looks like to show up in a way that is with a commitment to offering care that is socially just and anti-oppressive. So I'm very grateful that we've been able to do that, and that that's been something that's really, really supported our relationship the whole
Mhm.
time we've known each other.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Yeah, me too, Melissa. And one of the things that's so great about that is that this we have this sort of foundation of values that has allowed us to optimize and appreciate our differences. And I've learned so much through both our shared values and also through the ways in which we approach things in different ways and the different gifts that we bring. And for me, that's been one of the things that's been really healing for me coming out of not so great times in academia has been the opportunity to be in a relationship with you that is grounded in those values and that um, offers us an opportunity to be our best selves and also calls we also call each other in to be our best selves and to recognize and value the different pieces that we bring to this. And so for that, I've been really grateful.
I've been reflecting on what Elder Albert Marshall and Andrea Curry shared at the very beginning of the book, and in time that I got to spend with them. It was the importance of leading with love.
Mm,
That, you know, we can learn all of the theories and we can know all of the frameworks, but really, when we are committed to decolonizing health, healing, and care, the most important piece is to lead with love. Because when we lead with love, we're able to see ourselves and see each other as holistic beings, whole with a W, mind, body, spirit, heart. That for me, I know that landing and grounding myself in love allows me to just be in relationship with people, and what a gift and privilege that is. So um, from my heart to yours, thank you so much for being on this journey with Sandra and I. And yeah, please just continue leading with love.
thank you for that, Melissa. And I take so much comfort from that because, I look at where the world is at now compared to where the world is at when we started. It was hard to imagine. Like, who would have even imagined where we would find ourselves now at this point in, early spring of 2025? Better note the time for people in case you're reading the book later. Um, and one of the things that really resonates for me is the call to solidarity. And I hope that's one of the themes that resonates through this whole book is that we are stronger together than we are apart. One of the political big P and small p strategies is divisiveness and trying to pit one marginalized population against another marginalized population and use all of this misinformation to break down solidarity because I think there's a fear that if everyone came together in solidarity, seeking justice and seeking wellness for all people and all peoples, that would be a huge upheaval in the world. And if we can support that in some way, and we can, through this work, encourage each of you to take up one little piece of that justice, being justice, doing justice, seeking that calls you into solidarity with other people and other peoples, then that will be transformative, not just of counseling and psychology and other helping professions, but of this world that we live in that is so important.
Yes. Thank you, Sandra. Yeah,
Mm,
thank you all for being here. And yeah, continue to lead with love and find the places and spaces where you can be your whole self and
mm,
stand solidly alongside one another in solidarity. So from my heart to yours, from Sandra's heart to yours,
mm.
thank you for being here.